Howdy doody folks, I've got another little something to show you guys today, and that is a device that's bringing Apple CarPlay and Android Auto to your motorcycle. Now of course Android Auto and Apple CarPlay have been around for quite a while. A lot of cars now coming out with that functionality built into their dashes and stuff. I think even some newer bikes are coming out with that functionality built in. But if you have an older bike or a bike that doesn't have it and you want it, this is how you can do it. So basically what are Android Auto and Apple CarPlay? In a nutshell, basically it's technology that allows you to run your maps, navigation, and also your music and audio, and you can also receive phone calls and text messages and stuff through your car dash, but it all actually runs off your phone. So probably the simplest way to put it is the device, the CarPlay or Android Auto device is like an external monitor screen for your phone. So probably a lot of you guys, as with myself as well, we use mobile phone for navigation on your bike, having that up on the handlebars. Yeah, there are drawbacks and advantages to that as well. Some people use dedicated GPS units. You can also use an old mobile phone and keep your good mobile phone in your pocket. As with a lot of things, all those solutions have their pros and cons. Yeah, obviously having your $2,000 mobile phone on your handlebars, even with a vibration damper on there to help protect the camera, you can crash and it can fly off, or you can drown the bike in the water and your phone gets trashed. As well as being a whole lot of money down the drain, it can also leave you stranded. If you're by yourself and you don't know where you are and you've lost your navigation device, you can't end up in a spot of bother. Now the drawbacks to using a secondary, like one of your old mobile phones, as a navigation phone on your bike, essentially when you purchase mapping apps and stuff like that, you are allowed to use them on multiple devices sometimes, but those devices all have to be logged into your same Google account. Now I'm talking about Google Android stuff here, guys, because I don't know about Apple. So for example, if I bought a mapping app, a paid app for my main mobile phone, I could install it on my old mobile phone that I wanted to use on the bike, but it's got to be logged into that same Google account. Now that can be a bit of a security thing. You've got two devices logged into your Google account, which can access your emails. Even if you don't have all that stuff installed on your phone, if you lost that phone or if someone stole it off the bike, they can install Gmail, YouTube, all the stuff that is accessible with your Google account is on that phone. Not to mention all your saved routes. It might lead people to your house, if you've got a route to your house saved on there. So it is good in a way, but it can have those sort of downsides with security mainly. Which leads us to the CarPlay or the Android Auto device, guys. Now this thing is generally permanently mounted to your bike. Essentially, if somebody steals the device, they're not exactly cheap. They're around about the same price as a mid-range, say, mobile phone. But if somebody steals that, they're not going to have any of your personal data. Without your phone connected to it, there's no way they can get into your SMS messages or your Google account or your email or whatever. So this particular device, the Aoocci, I think that's how you say it, I'm not 100% sure. Aoocci C5. It has a 5-inch IPS screen. It is nice and bright, and you can adjust the brightness and run it in daylight or nighttime modes, so with a dark background and all that stuff. Obviously it supports wireless CarPlay from Apple and also the Android Auto, as I've mentioned. It is IPX7 waterproof, which is another bonus, guys. So if it rains or if it falls in the water, your bike falls in the water, it's not going to affect it too much. It also does have a nice little sun shield hood on it, which hopefully cuts down the glare a little bit. It has dual Bluetooth 5.0, so it can connect to your phone as well as your Bluetooth headset for doing phone calls and audio, music. I'll show you guys that shortly. It has seamless connection to your phone and everything. Once you've paired everything up, as soon as you turn the bike on, the power comes on for that unit. Everything pairs up seamlessly. You do get voice control with Siri and Google Assistant. The touch screen, of course, is glove friendly. And we do also have a micro SD card slot if you want to add media, music, video, to play videos as well. I'm sure there would be a use for that in some kind of scenario. And finally, it has a whole bunch of mounting options. Now, when it comes in the box, it's got the ram ball mount on the back of it. I think you can take that off and there's like GPS mounting holes. I'm not real familiar with the GPS mounting systems, guys, but obviously for the T7, the best place for it would be up above the dash on that GPS bar. I don't really know what you would need to mount it to that. So just as a demonstration, there is, of course, the option to mount it to your handlebars. I've mounted mine down in the center of the handlebars where I generally used to mount my phone. It is tucked the other way and it's easy to see, but I probably wouldn't use that as a permanent mounting solution on the T7. But it is easily mountable in a position like that with the provided U-bolts. And of course the ram balls, and there's a short ram arm included. It's actually quite good quality ram stuff. I don't think it is genuine ram hardware, but it is still pretty good stuff. Righto guys, hopefully you can see all this, but yeah, that's basically where I've got it mounted on the T7. Cord's currently plugged into a USB port down here. Now obviously it does come with wiring to permanently wire it to your bike, so you don't need USB ports and stuff. You'll get a cord that runs straight to your battery, which is a nice addition. Obviously you wouldn't run it directly to the battery. You want to sort of have it come on with your ignition, so you'd run it to an ignition terminal. How it is at the moment, of course, these USB ports only come on when the key's on. So I'll show you guys that. Hopefully you can see it without too much glare. Now we'll run through connecting your phone just so you guys can see. I did run through this at home to get a rough idea of how to do it, but yeah, we'll still might be muddling through it a bit. So there you go, that's the home screen, guys. Okay, so to pair up the phone, we'll go into settings, we'll go to Bluetooth, visibility is on, name, I'll rename this to T7. Okay, so with that visibility on, I should be able to go into my phone, go into my Bluetooth settings, and you can see here T7 has come up, so we'll go to pair with that. Pin code, I don't think we need that. Pair. Connected for calls and audio, and you can see the Android Auto is connected. Come up here, and this is automatically going into Android Auto. Oh, look at that, Allentown, Billy Joel. So yeah, that's the basic screen for Android Auto. Obviously Apple Carplay is going to look different. Voice command button for that. Got maps and the music. If you want to go into all your apps, essentially it only works with certain apps, guys. Like not every single app is compatible with Android Auto. Now unfortunately for me, the main mapping app that I use on the bike, all-in-one offline maps, is not available, but Gaia GPS is, of course, Maps.me is, and Google Maps, of course. Yeah, there would be a whole bunch of others. These are just the ones that I have installed on my phone that are compatible with Android Auto. So when you're on this screen, if you want to go full screen with your maps, just tap on the map. You can search here. Got up there Gympie Hospital. If you want to type in a destination here, you can it automatically brings up on your phone the keypad, but if this is in your pocket, you won't even worry about that. So you just type in where you want to go. But yeah, basically if I just go Gympie Hospital from here, there you go. So you're navigating. So while you're on the maps, if you want to switch to your music, I think you can press that one there. Yeah, that'll bring back your music player, or you can just tap on that to make that full screen. Now it does have a built-in speaker as well. You can probably hear that, but what we'll actually do is I'll show you how to pair it with your helmet comms. Now that's going to depend a lot on what helmet comms you have, of course. Oh, you can also see down here that we have a notification, so I'll tap on that. Okay, it's just saying avoiding tolls and ferries. Clear all notifications. I'll show you guys what Gaia Maps, actually I'll just cancel this navigation. I'll show you guys what Gaia Maps looks like on here. There you go. Pretty handy. Like it's a little bit laggy, the screen, but it works pretty well. You can zoom in and all that jazz. If you need to make a phone call, you can tap on that one. come up with your contacts. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, if you get a text message or something, you'll have a notification here, and you just tap on it and it will actually read it out to you, which is handy if you've, you know, got your comms paired, which I'll show you guys how to do that right now. I think we exit out of Android Auto. We go into Bluetooth here. I'm going to set my comms into pairing mode. You guys won't be able to see what I'm doing here, but that's okay. It's really going to depend on what comms you have. With the Ford Sports FX8 Air, I just hold the main big button in till it flashes blue and green, which it's doing now. And I just tap on Bluetooth search there. Ford Sports FX8 Air. Pair. Connected. Thank you. Okay. So now when we go back into Android Auto over here, we hit play and the music's coming through the Bluetooth headset. Now the volume is maxed out on here. Crank it up on the phone. It's still not very loud. So what you need to do is go back, exit, and adjust this volume here. That will bring, whoa, so just be aware that that volume there also affects everything. Hopefully that volume level saves there, so you can just adjust the volume with the knob on your comms. If anybody wants to see maps.me, I'll quickly show you that one. So it brings up your most recently used apps down here, or sort of, you know, whatever mapping app you're using most will show up down here. So that's maps.me, you can search favorites and stuff. So as far as settings go in the Android Auto, I think, you know, a lot of this stuff you can set on your phone as well. Not really that much exciting stuff there. You can change the wallpaper on the background, day and night mode, driver seat location, obviously that's pointless on a bike. So if we exit out of Android Auto, I'll quickly show you guys the settings on, you know, the actual device settings here. If you've got an SD card inserted, you can browse the files on it by hitting that button there. Play music there, obviously phone and stuff. The settings here, system, you got wallpaper again, language, date, that's where you can set your date and times. You've got updates there if you need to do firmware updates. Display, here you can set the display settings, brightness, contrast, all that stuff. Backlight level for daytime, you can crank that up to 10. For night time it's on 6. Sound effects, and a factory reset. So that is basically it, guys. Now it is very easy to use, and that's one thing that's really good about it. It's not, you know, it's not complicated. And I'll just quickly show you guys how easily and quickly it reconnects. So I turn the key off here, obviously it turns off. My comms has beeped, so it's disconnected. So as long as your phone and your comms are within Bluetooth range, oh, look at the fingerprints, it should automatically reconnect when you turn your bike on. So we'll just see what happens. I don't know why it's got a picture of I think it's a BMW. So my comms just said something was connected. I'm not sure whether it was my phone or that. It doesn't really matter. It will still play, you know, this will control the audio from your phone no matter what. So I haven't touched anything yet, guys. Yeah, so that's what happens now. It automatically loads up Android Auto once it's connected to your phone, and off you go. You can set it to start playing music automatically when it's connected. I'd turn that off. It's yeah, we're ready to navigate. Let's quickly show you guys another thing. So we've got the key on, obviously, at the moment. I'm on the map screen. That's Google Maps. If I turn the key off now, so you go away from the bike or whatever, you come back, turn the key on, wait for it to boot up, connects automatically. Obviously it's not instantaneous, it takes a little while to boot up, guys, but it is fairly quick. To get to that screen, then Android Auto will load up. The Bluetooth icon just came up. There you go, and it will go back to the screen that you're on. So there you go, straight back onto the maps. If you were on, say, if you had the music up like that, it will come back to this screen. So yeah, it just picks up where you left off. And you know, as I said, it takes a little while once you turn the bike back on, but you know, it's pretty cool having it there. You can also manually turn this off if you don't want it on while you're riding, if you don't need it or whatever, you want to save some battery. Little button up on top here will turn it off. Just be aware that, you know, when you turn it back on, it does have to go through that whole boot up cycle again. Yeah, that's pretty cool, guys. I don't know if you can see that, but it automatically came up with home 3 minutes, 2.5 kilometers away. I'm not actually navigating to home, it's just come up with that and told me how far it is. Must have known that I was heading home. Anyway, I'll do a quick demo.
Head northwest on Watson Road towards Eel Creek Road.
The navigation, so yeah, the voice commands are coming through the Bluetooth comms on the helmet. You good? Easy to follow that blue line. Telling me to turn left there, but I don't actually want to go to the hospital, so I'm just going to keep going straight. See if it recalculates. Yep, found a different way. Cool, well there you go, exit the navigation, just hit that little X there, and we're back to regular map. Very, very cool, I like it. So there you go, guys, the Aoocci C5, pretty cool little unit. I mean, so easy to use. It took me how long to pair my phone and Bluetooth headset with it. You know, piece of cake, very, very easy. As I said, I'm pretty poxed that my my app that I mainly use for off-road bush bashing, following GPXs and stuff, isn't available on Android Auto. But as you saw, Gaia GPS is. I'm not really familiar with that app on my phone. I don't really use it on my phone, so I can't really tell you how good it works on the Android Auto side of things, but it's there and it works. Very cool little unit. Usual story, guys, if you want to check these things out, there will be a link down in the description. There could be discount codes, possibly affiliate links. I may get some kind of kickbacks if you buy one, but you know, that's all good stuff, helps to keep this channel going. So yeah, usual disclaimer, I was sent this unit for free to evaluate, but it's worked perfectly for me. I've not had any dramas with it whatsoever. Very, very easy to use. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to work this thing out, and that's really good. Anyway, as usual, thank you for watching, guys, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.